Pittsburgh's Acrisure.
Set for what should be a real treat, a great Monday night matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
From his end zone, here comes Carter. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Wentz first play going right to the air.
Pressure comes and the Steelers take him down. So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early second down and long. Another try after the first down sack. Wentz.
That's complete. It's Chris Godwin.
A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for third down. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Wentz going to throw. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Wentz. Looking downfield for Godwin. And this is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Partner, are they going to cover him? That's 4 catches and the touchdown grab on that opening drive.
Well, what we're seeing so far, I believe, is their understanding that they want to go to him and often, but also they know they've got to move him around a little bit, get him into some different spots to continue to find open space to throw him the football. Otherwise, I just run 2 or 3 guys at him. They're doing a nice job of finding his way open, scheming him, as they like to say.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And this one is incomplete.
Now, these two teams faced off earlier in the year, right around mid-season, back in Week 9. And it was the visiting Steelers who came away victorious, so they'll look to claim the season series with a win here in Pittsburgh.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He's got him in. Complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Allen. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Steelers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
Now the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their futures. They look ahead to the offseason. What spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. So problems with Eric passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
Sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Ravens are going to get the football back at their own 17.
They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 41-yard line. Wentz to throw again. Going deep here for a Ravens touchdown. Keenan Allen, 41 yards.
And the Ravens have taken the lead.
John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the two-point conversion. Wentz going to look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted.
As most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. Remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back.
Looking for Austin, intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
That's complete to his receiver, Godwin.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Steelers now in the nickel here on third down. Now a play fake. Wentz. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. To throw, it's Wentz. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz, and they are able to add on to their advantage.
You got it figured down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Trying to run it in with Montgomery.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because
and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Kayvon Thibodeaux, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack.
After the sack on first down, Wentz, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sacked on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Eluding the pressure right. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And the Steelers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision could get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Allen steps away to his left. He'll let it fly for Austin. And this is caught inside the 5. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Extra point attempt to come here. And this is back to a 5-point game. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
From his end zone, here comes Carter.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Wentz. And his throw is incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
Caught by Woods.
And he dives forward, and he is going to have the first down with that effort. On play action, Wentz. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
And in for the Ravens touchdown. Robert Woods, a 12-yard touchdown grab, as his guys are able to extend their lead. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion.
Trying to run it in with Montgomery.
And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
On first down, Allen. He'll let it fly for Austin. This is caught inside the 15. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 57 yards. Allen going to throw. This is caught. Touchdown. Derrick Henry from 3 yards out.
And the Steelers have got it back to within a score.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will shrink to 6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From his end zone, here comes Carter.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. Caught by Montgomery. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. On first down, Wentz. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. This is caught inside the 15. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. They fake the give. Now Wentz. Buying time to his left. And this is going to be caught? No, they say it's incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with it.
And in for the Ravens touchdown. T.J. Hockenson, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now stands. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
He's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. Touchdown! T.J. Hockenson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. Josh Allen, he says that he wants to continue to perfect executing the run-pass option. Looked pretty good there.
And he's put in the minds of all people trying to defend him that his legs create big plays. So guess who benefits?
his running back.
No doubt about it, and we just saw it there.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Got a man. It's McBride complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. On play action, Allen. He'll let it fly for Austin. This is caught inside the 15. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. A final shot before half for Allen. This will go to Henry out wide. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Derrick Henry. As time expires in the first half. And the Steelers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point forthcoming. And that will cut this lead down to 13. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And my goodness, another interception. Jeremy Chinn picks it off, and the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Wentz. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Chris Godwin with his second touchdown of the night. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So they tried for 2, successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And they won't admit it to themselves. But we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw, it's Allen. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Allen now on 1st down. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there. 42 yards.
And the Steelers get a bit closer.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
A short kick taken at the 18.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Flushed out right.
On Wentz is intercepted yet again.
Picked off by Bryce Callahan.
So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
His throw caught right around the 6. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Throwing now is Allen. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Josh Allen in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. On 2nd and goal, Allen. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A great play there. With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year.
And the Steelers take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
From his end zone, here comes Carter. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Wentz. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Wentz now on 1st down.
Finding Hockenson here on the out route. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Now a play fake. Wentz. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Now, the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long.
Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. That's to his running back, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. David Montgomery, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd.
That's caught. It's Austin left side. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen.
And this one too low.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And again, it's Allen. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Throwing on first down is Allen. And a throw right sideline is complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on it. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Allen again. They'll roll him out right. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown there. Now the Steelers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. To try here for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
From his end zone, here comes Carter. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. The Ravens on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Now Wentz
swings this out for Hunt.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. From the gun, it's Wentz. He's got Allen. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. He's got a man complete. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 54 yards. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the first down.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Henry will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Now Allen. And now here's another interception. A big seam, and he might go all the way. The 30. 10, 5, and he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Well, there's a reason they call him a ball-hawking safety. It looked like he read that, Charles, and he wasn't stopping there. After he got it, he took it all the way to the house to widen their lead.
And what's interesting to me, Brandon, is that our spotter, Bruce Murray, right before that snap, pointed to his number on my play sheet. Got to see him a little bit as a ball hawk and a return man that time, didn't we? That's just the type of play they expect from him, and he delivers in a big way. Nice call, Bruce.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen.
Got a man. It's McBride complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. And right side, Henry's got it.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Rolling to his right.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
On 2nd and 10, Allen. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. to the air. Allen. And my goodness, another interception.
Jeremy Chinn picks it off. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. Well, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their...
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. To throw, it's Wentz. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Allen now looks to throw. And now here is another interception.
Jeremy Chinn picks it off. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Chris Godwin.
An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Ravens look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 24. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now Allen.
This is taken in by McBride.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's one heck of a third down conversion, a pickup of 39. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Josh Allen in there to get him yet again. That is his third sack tonight. They can't figure him out. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Throwing now is Allen. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach,
that's caught at the 25. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Allen now on first down. And my goodness, another interception.
Jeremy Chinn picks it off. And the Ravens are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Wentz to throw. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for Baltimore, the wins have been hard to come by, but they get one here to move to 4-11 on the year.
And they'll get another road date